3, 2.
Warp mode. There's a very interesting, strange kind of feature in the Malacat called warp mode. And that is the ability that when you strike one note, the Malacat can play back that note, either that same note repeated once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, or through a pattern. But what warp does is something interesting. It allows you to transpose those repeated notes so you can create new patterns. This is how you do it. Step on Edit Foot Switch, Kit Auxiliary, page number 26. And the first line says warp. If you turn it on, the very next the cursor display is rep. That's how many times you want the pattern to repeat. The very next line underneath that, you see a P1, a P2, and a P3. This is where you set the transposition. If you wanted the note just to repeat the same note over again, you would give it a value of 0. If you wanted to play in whole steps, then you would give it P1 a value of 2, and P2 a value of 2, etc. You can go up and down an octave for each note. On the fourth line, you have a pattern. And you have up to 8 different patterns, and each pattern will play those repetitions over and over again. Basically, there are 8th notes or 16th notes, or dotted 8th and 2/16. You have to play with this mode, but it's a really interesting thing. And one of the things that you can do is, once you assigned the warp mode onto the pattern that's playing, you may find that you may want to lower the volume, or even shut it off while you're playing. You can assign foot controller 1 or foot controller 2 to warp volume. So you could be playing a normal kind of like a flute sound, and all of a sudden you want the echoes to kick in. You simply start cranking on the pedal and the warp will kick in. You can also control the tempo of the warp by using that metronome feature. You step on the foot switch, you hold the backwards pads twice, and it gives you a number, and then that's now the tempo of the warp mode.